Well, I'm working on the trolleybus again, little bit, trying to fill the government mandates so I can register it and start driving it normally on the highways. So one of the things they said I had to do was put these high voltage cables through the wall or through the ceiling, not through the window. So that's what I'm working now. There is some cables behind here. I know that because from the roof some of the cables are coming out from there. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to open this up and put the cables from this corner into the behind this cover, and then put some holes through the roof and take them up that way. So that's the plan anyway. I've already taken most of the screws out. It's very rusty and the screw heads are shattered, so I have to drill them out, and very hard work. Okay. So I'm gonna drill additional holes next to these and put the cables in here.
Kus on marjakasvatus, üks talu, kus on loomakasvatus, üks talu, kus on põllumajandus, kõik erinevate eesmärkidega talukesed, mis siis saavad omavahel vahetada, varustada, sest et ka kõik saab ka alguse sellest, kuidas me toitume, kust me energiat saame. Me saame oma toidust energiat ja on igasuguseid toitumisteooriaid, aga mina pooldan seda teooriat, et eelkõige muidugi tuleb kuulata oma keha, tuleb süüa puhast toitu ja tuleb süüa seda toitu, mis iga kord ette andma, kuna põllul käib midagi põlva, kuidas ma väetan.
I'm almost ready to get this thing registered in the government elite office. So they've asked me to do a number of things. I will talk about them later after all this stuff is done. But basically one of the things was need to make a brake test in the workshop. So I went there after I replaced the brake boosters, brake cylinders, and the percentages of brakes was 4% below the roadworthiness. So I've been trying to figure out what's wrong, and today I've made a little bit success. I tested on the front axle. The load sensors of the airbags have been rusted, so after I adjusted the sensor manually to loaded position, I got much more brake pressure on the brake chamber, 40% more, so that's pretty significant. And I think if that's gonna work with the rear axles as well, so then we're good to make a new brake test, and hopefully we can make it. Well, I went for a drive, and after adjusting the brakes again, and this one wheel was scraping a little bit, so it's quite hot and a little bit steamy. So hopefully it wasn't a very long drive, so I hope there is some brake shoes left. And yeah, we have to readjust them anyway, so again. Came to make another brake test. Well, finally I got the brake tests done with this Trolleybus. All the brakes are working like they're supposed to, and we still have one procedure left to do before we can go back to the DMV office to get this thing registered, and that is to get this trolleybus weighed with a certified weight scale, and yeah, hopefully we can do that tomorrow, and after that we can go back to the DMV office. Quite a historic day today, 19th of September 2025, and first time in Estonian history we have registered a trolleybus on the national DMV registry. So these are the plates I have. I think they fit nicely, so let's put them on. We'll remove this temporary plate. See. The process wasn't really that hard. I'm actually kind of surprised how easy it was. I had to, first time I went there, they gave me some mandates. I don't know, 5, 6, 7 mandates that I need to do. So let's try to get through them, what they were, and what I need to create the solutions. So the first thing was the high voltage cables that was laying on this box had to be hidden, so I put them over here through the roof, so that's all good. The second thing was the fuel tank, because from the beginning when I started this project I had the fuel tank over here inside, so it was meant to be temporary, and it was temporary because I already put the tank underneath before I went to the registry process, but they didn't know it. I don't know, they must be watching this channel or how they get this information. So we've done that, we've done the cables. Then I had to make a brake measurement test and weigh the trolleybus with a certified scale, and also make a smoke test for the engine, for the diesel engine. But it was weird because I went there and not even once they asked about the generator or the engine or anything like that. They just they didn't even ask me what kind of engine is there or how many kilowatts of power or anything like that. And yeah, I only found out today when I got the documents that they written the engine model in there. I don't know where they got it, probably from this YouTube channel. So yeah, yeah, I did all those things. I don't think there was anything. Oh, there was the rear license plate mounting place, so that had to be with lights, and I did that. So they accepted all the changes I made, and yeah, that was it basically. So now we have our own license plate. Next thing we need to do is go to the safety test so we can have a stamp in there, so we have all the functioning brakes and lights and whatever else, so we can start cruising on the road without a problem. I already made some insurance policy for it, and yeah, we'll see you next time.